Hey guys, my name is Danish, and I'm sure you catch all your news in express speed on Indian Express. I'm going to be there too, so please join me and Manoj in an interesting conversation about my film French Biryani and how life has changed after I become an actor. Has it really changed? Find out in the interview.
Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
What can I answer for you today? Never turned around and said this is a film that will change your life. For 2 hours, yes, you will laugh, and then you move on and do other things in life. Whatever you do, gardening, cooking, whatever. Go ahead. When I'm driving on the road, and if you just stop, and if I do this and you also do this, I can guarantee you will create a traffic jam. And there could be nothing in the front. It's just you and me just doing that. And people are like, they are looking, we'll also look. Come on. It's like that, right? I don't know. Suddenly this Ramurthy or is the guy whom everybody likes. It's got to be like the father of all dad comedies. That's what it's supposed to be. Where I can be my own Iron Man, I can have my own Hulk, I can have all of them.
Congratulations on your upcoming movie.
Thank you, Manoj. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to wish me. Thank you.
Humble Politician Nagaraj, one of your another creations coming. So how many of them do you have? How many of them?
Well, there's technically almost like a Marvel universe, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can go on forever and make my own Avengers, but I can be my own Iron Man, I can have my own Hulk, I can have all of them. And I feel like somewhere when I started out with my prank calls and when I started doing different voices and giving them different names, the bigger dream was to actually have an animated show. But I feel like animation is very expensive and it needs the right sort of talent to put it together. Like I'd love to have a Family Guy or a South Park or a BoJack Horseman of my own. But for the moment, I'm extremely happy with the fact that these voices are turning into at least characters and they're coming on screen as parts of fun stories.
Able to watch your movie already.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. So.
And your thoughts, please tell me, Manoj. What did you think of the film?
I pretty much, being a Bangalorean, I could connect with everything what was going on because, for example, the way.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's fun, and the way, especially, I like the way you try to make it a melting pot of culture, languages, in this one. There is no, was it a conscious decision? This is what you wanted to achieve with this?
In the stretch to put everything together in the blanket of one film or one language, characters tend to leave their own native roots. And I think French Biryani, what we did was, obviously the backdrop is Kannada because it is Karnataka. The film is shot in Shivajinagar, which is a part of Bengaluru, Karnataka. But each character comes from his own sort of space to come in and, do his own part while he's in the story, but go back to living his own life and then again come back while he's a part of the same madness. As a result, you see Tamil, you see Kannada, you see a little bit of Urdu, there's a little bit of French.
So this is like, while I was watching this, I could see that the jokes that you could I feel like you are performing the jokes in a stand-up. I could see, it is like as if like all your improv jokes like coming to life. Was it that way while writing this one?
No, I didn't write this film. Avinash and Panaga have written it. And maybe you feel that way because, every time I walk into a project, and when I say project, I don't necessarily mean films. I mean an ad film. It could be a podcast for somebody. It could be just this video. Invariably, Danish will do Danish. It's as simple as that, right? I have to do Danish things. Otherwise, I'm not really there at the table then, right? So I feel like a lot of jokes that you see in the film or a lot of the humor that you see in the film with scenes that include me, credit to Panna for letting me improv and bring in my own sort of shade of madness to whatever I've done. And I think that also stems from the fact that I can't remember lines too well. So I usually read something and say something else, which becomes a problem because when they're changing angles and doing multiple cuts, Panna and I have actually had this conversation where he's like, Dan, how am I going to cut this if you want to say one line here, one line there, and another line there? Like, I'm so sorry, man. He's like, just say the same thing. Okay, what's your take and say the same thing.
When Panga came and asked you, let's do a movie about it, then you just gave up the Oscar, right? Just take it away.
Yeah, it was
and do
almost
whatever you
immediately.
want.
Yeah, it was immediately. It was immediately. Panna walked up to me with a caricature of mine that he had downloaded from the internet. And he said, Dan, I want to do something with this character. And it was that character with a beard. I said, sure, man, let's explore it. What do you have in mind? He said, can I come back to you with an idea? And I really wasn't doing another film. I just finished one film. And I was keen on doing something also outside of the zone that I've worked in. You know, for me, movies are still taking baby steps. This is my second film in a media career that's been around for about 11 years or 10 years, right? So I wanted to work outside my own comfort zone and collaborate with people who are young, fresh, and there is no necessary thing to say that it's my way or the highway. And that's never the case between Panna, me, or any of the people who worked in the film, because we're all young, and I feel like what's paramount to us is the product. You know, I also feel like the timing of the film is right, because, you know, when the midst of a pandemic and, you know, coronaviruses literally pull the Mickey out of all of us. You know, there's so much uncertainty that's looming now. And then to suddenly have a film that's just laughter for 2 hours, I don't think too many people would complain.
Did you ever feel that Asghar is coming across as a very stereotypical character of Shivaji Nagar?
You'll have to tell me that, because I am just going by observations. Now, think about observations is, my observations might be different from yours. Now, if you tell me, is he coming across like a stereotypical person of Shivaji Nagar, I can't put a finger to it. Like, one is to be absolutely dead real in a film and say, I'm Nawazuddin Siddiqui, I'm going to own that part so much. The other is to do it my way, which is to add in a dash of madness and obviously played a little. You know, you wouldn't have an auto driver if you had to film an auto driver for a 2-hour film. Say you made a documentary, he wouldn't pull his underwear from in between his legs more than twice. I've done it at least 20 times.
Has life changed after this one Nagraj thing happened in the film industry? Do you feel like an insider or outsider now?
I at no point have actually considered the inside-outside equation, to be honest with you, because I feel like, you know what, unlike the film industry that's commonly spoken about, saying inside-outside, I feel like Karnataka has never had that. In fact, if you look at the last 2-3 years, so many newcomers have made a mark in the film industry last couple of years, or so many outsiders per se. You know, that's one thing. And the second thing I think is life has changed obviously for the better. I feel like I'm more collected, composed, and more patient as a talent today. Also, I feel like nothing in the world is the end of the world. You know what I mean? There's no thing that can define your make or break. Eventually, it's up to you to pick yourself up and say, I'm going to move on to something else next. At the heart of it, I'm a creative person. The platform doesn't matter. It could be stage, it could be films, it could be TV, it could be your mobile phone. Wherever I'm there to entertain and do it, I'm going to be doing that.